Hey, what's cracking everybody? Futura 5000 in the house and in effect, and today we have a very special presentation. Today is December 23rd, which is not only my birthday, but it was the birth of something much more important. If you saw the title of the video or the thumbnail, then you already know what it is. But let's just pretend that you don't. Just wipe that out of your mind real quick. See, it's gonna make it so much better now. So anyways, I said we go down to the lockup. Chicken Man, put a blindfold on him. They can't see where we're about to go. Much better. Alright, let's go, boys. So here we are. This is where I keep my most valuable possession. I had to blindfold you to keep this place a secret.
Which is definitely not in the basement of Futura Studios, so don't bother looking there.
Okay, enough time wasted. Let's get it out of there. First, I gotta fire up the panel. Very good, very good. Now I gotta enter my super secret password, so don't look. Alright, 1, 2. All there is left is to hit the button. Alrighty, let's do this. Ah, the Sparkle Time Fedora. This hat was the bane of my existence for almost 14 years. And it never gets old. Anyways, let's go back upstairs, guys. I hate being in the basement. Oh wait, I shouldn't have said that. Alright, so go ahead and pull yourself up a chair and make yourself comfortable. It's story time. But before we proceed any further, I want it to be known.
This video is not a flex. This is a flex-free zone.
There is no flexing intended. If anything, this video is a story of an old man who went back to accomplish his childhood dreams. So you may be wondering why I've said that this hat was the bane of my existence for almost 14 years. And you may be wondering, what does that mean? And that's what this whole story is about. Before we can go any further, I've got to take you back to 2007. Alrighty, hold on tight, let's go. Welcome to Roblox in 2007. To some of you, this might be your first time ever seeing this, or maybe you've seen glimpses, or maybe you even been there and done that. But one thing we can all agree on, things were very simple back then. Let's go ahead and pay our protagonist of the story a visit. Our main character of the anime, if I say so myself, and I do. So I'd like to introduce you to me. Gummy Micah Man. This was my first Roblox account ever. Join date 8/26/07. Never forget. I gotta address the elephant in the room. Yes, the About Me section is cringe, but I was just 11 years old when I wrote it. I was just a little baby. I was just a little baby man. Oh, back on topic. Now, as much as I enjoyed playing games on Roblox back then, I knew I always had a feeling that I wanted to make them too. Ever since the first time I played Roblox and built some of my first models, which are still available by the way, I knew I wanted to make something that people would enjoy. I wanted to make a game that people would come back to over and over again. And to some extent, I finally achieved that goal. October of 2007. I had made a game that people wanted to come back to over and over again. Unfortunately, the original is lost to time. So what I have instead is the most accurate reproduction possible. I'd like to welcome you to Flying Runways Plane Fight CTF. So what was Flying Runways Plane Fight? A plane fight. 3 teams, awesome. CTF styled, happy face. What else do you need to know? It was basically a brick battle dogfighting capture the flag game. 2 teams, 2 runways, 3 planes each, an assortment of paintball guns stretched to look like real guns. It's as simple as you could imagine. The third team refers to the admin team, which nowadays we would call the VIP team. I didn't have Builders Club, so I couldn't actually sell access to it, so I just gave access to some of my close friends on Roblox at the time, and that was basically our exclusive team with upgraded planes that had more guns on them. It was pretty awesome. So the goal of the game was pretty simple. Get to the enemy base either by flying there or by taking the central obby, get their flag, get back to your base in one piece, base and score a capture, all while trying to block the other team as much as you can. The game was as simple as you can imagine. Earlier versions of the game were much more simple, and maybe I get an occasional player or two, but it wasn't until around October 8th or October 9th that the game had actually become an overnight success. It blew my mind to see my game on the front page of the games page. I couldn't believe it. And as much as I try to search for it in the archives, I can't seem to find a capture where it was on the front page. But trust me, it was in the top 3 for a couple days. I'm telling you. But as I said before, it was awesome. I was just so happy that I made something that people wanted to play, even though I didn't even feel like it was that good. So you may be asking yourself, what does this plane fight game have to do with anything? Well, that's what we're getting to. Like I said, my mind was blown, so I didn't really know what to do. So I did what I thought was best. I kept updating the game and adding stuff that was completely unnecessary and just kind of killed the original vibe that it used to have. And I can specifically point you to the one example that, pun intended, blew up my game. I would like to introduce you to the nuke. What is the nuke? Basically, it was the perfect example of what happens when you get too greedy. It was my little plot to try and milk tickets out of the experience. See, back in the day when somebody joined your game, you got 1 ticket per visitor. But what I didn't know at the time is that there was a cooldown on this. The same person revisiting your place 10 times in a row does not give you 10 tickets if it's within a certain amount of time. If I had to guess, I think it was 1 ticket per unique visitor per day. I was thinking if I could find a way to make people leave my game and rejoin for another session, I'd get more tickets out of it. That was not even the case. Every time a new server started, there was a 30-minute countdown. At the end of that 30-minute countdown, everything would be destroyed in this spectacular giant ball of fire that consumed everything, and everybody would die, and the entire workspace would get deleted, and everybody would be booted from the game with a message saying, "Thanks for playing, you should probably come back." The more observant viewers may be seeing what the problem is with this. You see, anybody joining any server doesn't know how much time is left. I could only imagine how many times somebody would join a server just for it to have 5 minutes left on the clock, and then go to another server and it would only have 2 minutes. Go to another one, it only has 15 minutes. That's not fun. You have to keep server hopping. And sometimes you would even join a dead game and then have to leave and come back. This led to players getting frustrated and just dropping the game altogether. My attempt to boost revenue killed my game. My game was quite literally nuked, and I was the one who pushed the button. And that was the end of the story of Flying Runway's plane fight. While I had some very minor successes here and there, I never was able to fully recapture that energy. Fast forward to December of 2007. It's Giftsplosion. Roblox is giving out hats that will give you more hats, and all you had to do was meet certain criteria or solve little puzzles, and boom, you got some free hats for Christmas. Even back then, I was a little bit of a hat collecting enthusiast. So throughout the month of December, I got the Shiny Blue Gift of Niceness, Black Iron Gift of Pawnage, Speckled Gift of Pink Explosion, Wanwood Gift of Tree Hugger, Azure Gift of Builder, and the Bombastic Gift of Awesome. So I got the Christmas Baseball Cap, Helm of the Secret Fire, Pink Winter Cap, Wanwood Antlers, Ninja Mask of Awesome, and the Builder Master Headband. I was happy with what I got. However, I noticed some people wearing a brand new golden hat, the Sparkle Time Fedora. This hat came out December 23rd, 2007. What's the significance of that date? After the event was all said and done, Roblox released a news update explaining every single gift, how you got it, and how many were given out. So I missed out on night vision goggles, the Doom Bucket, failed proofs of the Rayman hypothesis, and the Sparkle Time Fedora. So the way that you got the glittering gold gift of fame was by having 1337 plus profile views. And I remember at the time, I checked my profile views, I had about 1100 profile views. I was so disappointed that I missed out on this. Right there was a golden version of my dream hat, unobtainable, right out of my reach, so close to earning it, but not close enough. As a kid, I was so devastated by this. I was so close. I was so close. I was so close. And I knew for a fact it was all because of the dang nuke. If I would have just left Flying Runways plane fight alone, no updates, no nothing, just naturally let it fizzle out and ride into the sunset, I know for a fact I could have pulled another 4 days to maybe a week. And that would have been enough to get me enough profile views to get me the glittering gold gift of fame. And that, my friends, is the story of how I almost became original owner on Sparkle Time Fedora. Sadly, I'd abandon my original account and leave Roblox before the Sparkle Time Fedora went limited. So what does it mean that it became the bane of my existence for 14 years? That doesn't make any sense. After I left Roblox in 2009, I made a return in 2011 on the current account that I use now, and I stayed around for a year. I still remember seeing people with the Sparkle Time Fedora, and around that time I think it was selling for about 30,000 Robux, which was still extremely unobtainable for me, but I still tried. By the time I got Turbo Builders Club and was actually able to save up Robux for the first time, it was already too late. By 2012, the price was already averaging 100,000 plus. The Sparkle Time Fedora, once again, was unobtainable. Eventually, my motivation for playing and building on Roblox just kind of faded away, and I just left this account to rust for the following 9 years. Every single time Roblox came up in my mind, there was two things that I would always remember. My Gummy My Command account, which I locked myself out of permanently, and the Sparkle Time Fedora. I would always remember these two things. These were always on my mind every time Roblox came up. And when I made my return in 2021, I knew, no matter what the price of Sparkle Time Fedora was, I was gonna get it, one way or another. So after learning the ins and outs of trading, spending countless hours every single day, trade hangout, Rollimon's trade ads, I finally was able to earn enough to get the Sparkle Time Fedora. And on August 21st, 2021, I did it. I got the hat of my dreams. And before we finish up this story, I want to show you something real quick. While I was looking up the original Sparkle Time Fedora page for this video, I got into reading the comments. And January 28th, 2008, I scrolled down and I saw this, and I could not believe it. Gummy My Command. I want this so badly, but I have something that rarely anybody has. Long-lasting hope. Someday they will sell it, I hope. I can't tell you how much it hit me when I saw this. What are the chances that the crawler would happen to come by on this day and capture my comment before it got buried and lost forever? But there it is. Even though I was extremely disappointed, I was still optimistic. And almost 14 years later, I did it. I fulfilled that little child's dream. So I hope you enjoyed our special presentation today and you found it inspiring. Again, this story is not to flex. It's to show that, hey, it's okay to have a quarter-life crisis and it's completely normal. Wait, no? Oh, that's right. You can do anything you set your mind to. No, not even that? Okay. You can do anything within reason that you set your mind to. Nice. Anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas/holiday and a Happy New Year. And always strive to achieve your dreams. I'll catch you later.